ticket on boat. I wiped and that was facts. On Twitter, don't believe the hype. I put my life on wax. I made a back end blue that the same night as sex. I wake up and go get that cake. I ain't the type, relax. Me, Dank Rails, split a lick 3 ways to get a. What's the name like a freight train? On the track, don't play no games. Mention my name, we caught them the same day on Max. Better not listen to what them fans saying on them apps. I ain't snitching on my man. Soon as we hop out that van, that's a. Crazy, give me a like NCAA blitz. Don't appreciate it, but he switch out like he crazy. I'm mad cause he made me, I was at the Ritz. 10K for the fit, I'm too wavy. 29, I'm rich with 3 babies. Pinky ring the wrist, cost 380, really made it. Yes, I evaded, mouth shut, you know how we played it. Now I'm MIA, might be Vegas. Thank God I went legit, swerve. Swerve. Thank God I went legit, swerve.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss. Barnes outside. Oh, good on the 3. Here's Toronto. Fox with the steal. It's stolen by McGrady. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And here are the Raptors now. Here's Barnes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
Here's Quickly.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Barnes. Off target at the rim. Pass to Murray Boyle. And there it is for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Barnes.
Nice finish.
Mercy. Scotty Barnes. Nasty.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so here's Toronto following the bucket by the Spurs. Just 5 on the clock. Murray Boyle with the bucket. Murray Boyles has got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Fox gets it to go.
And that is a shot that Fox has continued to work on for years. He understands how important having a floater is when you are a point guard.
And yes, it's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
To the middle. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you, Kevin.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Let me tell you guys what, I am happy I'm retired. I would not want to check Fox. This man is way too quick.
Here's Quickly. Buries it down low. Quickly's got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here is Fox. There's the drive. They double team Wembanyama. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Walker.
He loves to get rid of it. Fox has a nose for the open man.
McGrady outside. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Wembanyama. Harper wide open. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Toronto heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
San Antonio, 12.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
Here's White. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Attacking the heart of that defense. What I like about White, he can finish with either hand.
Ayton with it. Pass to Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Houston. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Malawach. Pass to White. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Barrett inside the three-point line. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wembanyama outside. Here's Houston. Pass to Stackhouse. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. The shot, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's White. Here's Malawach. And he slams it one-handed.
Part of the development of White's game, setting up teammates more.
Richard, what makes Kobe White such a hard player to guard is how many ways he can get a shot off at a lot of different angles.
Off the catch, on the bounce, pump fake, reload. He is comfortable in any situation, and his efficiency early on was his issue, but it has improved year over year.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
To the paint. Here's Walter. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Walter's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto. To the inside. Here's Stackhouse, and he uses the glass on the layup. Stackhouse has got his first 2 points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Malawat. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Wembanyama high post. He has 6. Inside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Nobody near Barnes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's White missing. Spurs trailed by 6. Outside Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Fox. The three-pointer, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that. Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Barnes looking around. Back to Wembanyama. Over Barnes. Wembanyama. Tough shot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Fox. Over in the corner, Barnes. Down low. Clock at 4. Back to Wembanyama. And it's blocked.
Raptors ball.
6 seconds left to play in the first half. And so it's Toronto heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Now, quickly. Over to the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray Boyles has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Toronto. Pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Barnes can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. He looked good from here.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Outside Harper. Right side to Walker. Here's Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Wembanyama's got 13.
and a monster game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Shot by McGrady, no good. Spurs trail by 8. Fox feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Barnes. And it's blocked. Now the Raptors moving it up. Ingram with it. Did now by Barnes. And it's Ingram missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Harper up top. Nothing on the board. It's stolen by McGrady. Stolen by Walker. Here's Wembanyama.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingsman coming in handy. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Raptors leading by 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Marion outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Wow, the finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
Inside. Here's Malowacz. Out to Marion. The 3. Up again. Locked loose. White looking around. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Collins trying to break free. And that one's good. Malowacz. Malowacz has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Wembanyama, right side. Back to Stackhouse. And Stackhouse throws it down.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Pass to Malowacz. White, wide open. He fires. Oh, good on the triple. Spurs trail by 7. Stackhouse with it. Back to Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
The Spurs shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. "17 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Stackhouse outside. Here's Ayton. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Toronto ahead, leading by 4.
The Spurs, 14.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And San Antonio has possession. 4-point game. Outside, Fox. To the left wing. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assist goes to
8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight. And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Free throw good, McGrady. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. And McGrady drops them both. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 5. Banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
McGrady. Oh,
Yes! Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Barnes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Barnes outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And we could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
There's the pick. Quickly with it. He's picked up by Harper. Now Barnes. Outside Ingram. 5 to shoot. Launches from deep. Barnes trips down the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Wembanyama.
I tip my hat to Victor. Came into this league with insane expectations, and he's embraced the pressure and met those expectations thus far.
And it's tied up with that one.
That's what they needed from him. Unaffected by the pressure.
McGrady outside. Oh, the dunk!
McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
It's deflected. Stolen by Quickly. McGrady right side. Oh, what a play inside.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Barnes quickly pulls it down.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's Barnes. What touch on the floater.
Great touch from Barnes. Great skill at the wing.
Down it goes for 3.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
.40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. McGrady outside. Puts it up from 15. That shot no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Barnes. Jacks up a three. Doesn't get that one. Now, here's McGrady. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most.